just floating there, waiting to strike. And that's of course what Peaches love to do. When you float above the ground, you cannot shield. That means you cannot defend yourself versus frisbees in Gunman.
So a great stage for the both of them, and I'm interested to see how this plays out, because Paint has been doing fantastically so far, but the bomb, wait, where did that go?
I think he just throws it away. I saw him pull a bomb earlier versus either S1 or Ezreal.
Yeah, S1.
And he threw it away.
Doesn't want to play with that.
Doesn't want to play it. I mean, I take it. Although it is pretty dangerous because it can hit Peach herself. So far, so good for Pain though. He's got his gunman set up. He got a couple of nice frisbee punishes. There's a double frisbee punish, and that's definitely a kill. Hitting your up air, through comboing it out of the second frisbee against a floaty character not only means big damage and big knockback, but because they're so floaty, it also means they are already quite high up when you hit that up air, only making its kill power more exaggerated.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Paint has been taking Dia for a stroll right here. Another frisbee to up air, really?
Yes,
Paint.
baby, we got those double frisbees. Paint is coming out swinging here in game 1 of losers semis, looking so strong. This man not get tired.
I'm not sure. I'm lost for words right here. Paint is making me question my sanity right now with these combos, with this fantastic Datum.
Right, but at last Dia got his ass backing up into Paint. He was stuck in the corner. He could not go any further. But he has stocks to spare. Look at the result. He has stocks to spare. He has percent to spare. And you already know he's looking for that next double frisbee.
Well, you were talking about Paint being triggered by these long Peach combos, but so far he's been avoiding those pretty well.
Right, but there's the stage phase.
Oh, he gets it though!
Oh,
he tosses it away.
He was probably hoping for an air dodge toward the stage, which is not a bad guess, but it did not work out for him. Right, excellent air dodge going right through the neutral air that Dia loves to throw out in front of the ledge to cover it. Paint is having none of it. And he is just getting more and more damage from his explosives, from his projectiles. But Dia, man, he, like I said before, this is not a dude who gives up.
Oh, Dia was... Oh, I was pretty sure that Dia was going to get hit by that can, but expertly floats out of the way, makes it all the way home, and... Wow! Oh, this game is balanced on a knife edge right here. Despite the percentage difference, we've seen the combos that Dia can do, but is this going to be enough?
Yes, it is. Big old quack from the back air is gonna seal it out. 1-0 in favor of Paint. Looks like he has taken the advice from YYZ to heart. He looks cool, calm, collected, and now he is thinking over the way he needs to start it in game 2. Well, he's playing cool, calm, and collect, but if you look at the player count, I think he is very much aware of how far he has gotten.
The stakes.
The stakes, indeed.
Oh, and I mean, you can't really blame him.
Oh, every win matters so much when you get so far.
And it's also important, like we said earlier, everyone wants to see the top 3. Everyone wants to make that rematch happen against Ezreal. Let's find out who gets there though. In game number 2, Dia versus Paint. Paint is up 1-0.
And this is interesting. It looks like Dia has actually picked one of the widest stages in the game. I mean, on the one hand, it allows him to retreat. He doesn't get forced in the corner, you know, choosing between multiple options that are probably cut off with Paint's projectiles. But on the other hand, he is gonna give Paint so much space to retreat. He's gonna have a tougher time getting Paint in the corner as well, and that's where you want to go, because zoners, projectile characters like these, they want to dash back and set their game up. And if you pick a smaller stage, you know, they find themselves in the corner a lot earlier. And when they're in the corner, they're gonna have to gamble. That's where you know, gonna get your big plays. But it looks like Paint is a bit more aggressive in this game than last game, and Dia is weaving around it. Double frisbee not gonna work today. He even gets grabbed. Man.
I thought it was going to go for the frisbee to back air once again, but tries to try his chances. But Dia expertly punishes in the end with the neutral air. Paint on the back foot. Tries to go off stage. doesn't make it happen.
Right, Duck Hunt's not known for his kill power. Of course, if you do manage to get a smash attack, they do get quite a punch, but they are really only for when you properly have cut off all their other options. You know, they're not just safe smash attacks like wolves that you can just throw out. Not at all.
No, down throw, great DI by Dia, doesn't get the follow up with the up air. So Dia gets to live a little bit longer, and now this is the arduous process that Paint has to go through. He doesn't get back to the stage, he doesn't get anything done.
As dominant as Paint looked game 1, that's how dominant Dia is looking right now in game number 2. Hitting the turnips, hitting the forward airs, they're not killing. That's a rough one for Paint. He really needed a break, but he's not gonna get it.
Yeah, one of the advantages of Town and City is of course that high ceiling.
Yeah.
And it's Paint's been struggling to make something happen here. Dia, on the other hand, is looking great. He's looking to uphold that Belgian finesse right here.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Of course, we saw Paint get a number of stocks from double frisbees in game 1. That has not happened in game 2. Dia, on the other hand, has been getting his edge guards, which Paint weaved around so skillfully in game 1. So I think this is just Dia being so clutch again. You know, it doesn't matter what you throw at this guy. It seems like every game you're gonna get top quality Dia.
Yeah.
You can't knock him out of his focus.
No, his composure is definitely impeccable, and Paint has been struggling in this game number 2, and I'm starting to wonder, what does this mean for game number 3 and 4, and perhaps even 5? Because if double frisbee to up air doesn't kill.
No, Town and City, big old ceiling. And there it is, the Hail Mary up smash missed. That's gonna be 2 stock for Dia. Like I said, it's pretty much a mirror image of game 1. What? Paint is a guy who has a more, you know, what do you call him, more fickle mentality. You know?
Yeah.
So he either, I think this game 3 is going to be really, really important for him. If he gets another game like he got in game 1, he might just serve that momentum all the way to losers finals. If Dia is as dominant as he was, I think that might just slap the last life out of Paint. Either way, we are getting into it. Up.nl Duck Hunt duo is gonna face off versus Peach, and for once we see Dia's opponent counterpicking Carlos Pokemon League rather than Dia himself.
Yeah, interesting choice here by Paint. Of course, the lower ceiling that Town and City will definitely help, but now he's being carried all across the stage, and these are those combos which we're talking about, which Paint doesn't like, which he will need to ride out and just accept that he's going to be hit for like 40%. Right?
That's exactly what you need to accept when you're playing versus Peach. And Paint is keeping it even here in game 3. We're gonna get a different show, I think. But now he has Dia at the ledge, and there is the up smash. It did not quite take the stock, but honestly, Dia was in time with the shield. He just let go, you know. So it would have been real lucky for Paint if he got the stock. But like I said, unfortunately for him, Dia did survive. Dia's gonna get another chance, but Paint is still not letting it phase him. He is taking all this momentum through to stock number 2, the raw upper. We don't even need the double frisbee.
No, the raw up air will take it. Quack, 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 says the duck. And Paint gets to work on that second stock of Diaz. Already 37, 49%. Gunman to grab to up air. Everything seems to be working out here for Paint.
Yes, it does. He's about to lap him in percent. Dia actually forward airing the can. It's going nowhere. Such a strange projectile. Who really knows all the ins and outs of how it works? Well, Paint probably does, but he might not make it back to stage right there, even with the air dodge that he failed to get a couple of times before.
No, and at some point you are... tries to go for the double frisbee again. Doesn't quite get it, and now Dia's turn to ledge trap is right here. Tries to use the can to disrupt Dia from doing his usual game plan. Gunman will help as well.
Yeah, double hits both from the Nair and the Gunman. That's some pretty big damage. There's the can. Another gunman and another can. This truly is a duck hunt game. Beautiful ping pong from the forward throw to the can. Not quite enough to take the stock. Next one probably will though. So Dia, man, he's in a pretty tough situation. Picking a lot of turnips now.
Uh-oh, great tech, and that causes Dia to be able to keep up this advantage state. Our Paint is struggling to make it back.
Right, and even the cans are getting knocked into him. That's some pretty risky play from Dia, because if he does it wrong and gets hit by the can himself, that's it for his second stock.
Oh!
Right, just as I say it, beautiful, beautiful drop shot from a Paint. He has forced Dia to his final stock. He is in a position to take the momentum once again here in lose semis.
Yeah, he just needs to get some sort of combo starter or some sort of projectile setup, because Dia is not letting up the aggression, and Paint doesn't get any sort of leeway in terms of making it back to the stage. Dia is... Oh, he drops the advantage stage there, and immediately Paint strikes.
That's really big for Paint. He narrowly avoided 2 kill moves, first and forward, then a turnip, then I think a smash attack, and the frisbee combos afterwards got him a nice lead. He is even laughing at losing his second stock, because he got a nice little lead that almost wasn't there. 87% on Dia.
Yeah, but his own can taking him out is quite
right.
quite funny right there. But
you know, you live by the can, you die by the can.
Exactly. But Paint, he's okay with it, because he knows if I play this out calmly, I can win this. If I get another frisbee to up air, this is my game to win. And it might very well be his game to win.
Right, he has a nice thick lead on Dia, and there are there are better situations to be in. Oh my lord! What a clutch play from Dia! Mistech into 4 there. I think he took the stock at like 50%. We were all raving about how good of a position Paint was in, and this is the hallmark of a truly clutch, great player turning around just like that. Nobody saw it coming, and it puts Paint in a tough position. He was poised to take it.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm super surprised that Dia was able to take the game with such fervor, just completely from 14% demolishing Paint on that final stock. And that has to be demoralizing, because that was your game to lose. And Dia is just so clutch, like you put it.
Right, and you can instantly see it here at the start of game number 4. Not looking quite as pretty for Paint as it did in game number 3, even though we're back at Carlos. Ooh, it's looking tough, but here we go. He needs more of those big frisbee combos. Those always seem to get him back in the game. But they are pretty tough to hit. Of course, there's quite a bit of startup on those frisbees.
Yeah, does get the roll read, so he does get a single frisbee, but it's not enough to kill just yet.
It's not enough to kill just yet. The gunmans are coming in clutch though. Taking back the lead for Paint. Can he land? No, he cannot, but he trades with a frisbee. That's good, but he needs a double frisbee if he wants a KO.
Yeah, or just a little bit more percent. The can will set up the ledge trap right here. Get up attack will make sure that Dia gets out of the corner unscathed. Oh, the can in the shield was actually exactly what Paint needed. Once again, we are in a ledge trapping scenario, but Dia once again avoids every single trap set by Paint.
Yes, he does, but he's not gonna avoid this one.
Oh, he does?
He does. Okay, well, he shouldn't have. Because usually from a grab, you can see a nice little confirm from Paint. He's gonna get a raw can for the kill. But he himself is bleeding at 130. Can he find the opening he needs to extend that lead? Oh. Neutral air. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice little confirm for Dia, but the high ceiling of Carlos Pokémon League, it means he has to work a little harder for the stock, and he does get it right there. Beautiful back air, only 40% on him. This is still very much of a contested game.
Oh, I'm very surprised that Dia didn't go for the down throw there. Could have extended his combo game just a little bit more. Decided to go for the ledge trap instead, but Paint making it out of the corner right there, right then, and is now back in the lead. Down throw to the can. Will attack on a little 16% off damage. Great parry. Can he get the ledge trap though?
Well, Gunman forcing Dia in shield, allowing Pain to get that grab. Ken behind him, Duck Hunt duo in front of him. What's he gonna do? He gets hit by the can. Of course he wants to get that 4 there, but it looks like Paint has really found his footing. He is closing off every avenue of approach using clay pigeons, confirming them into up airs. Beautiful stuff here as he takes back the lead that he honestly had in game 2, but he instantly loses it. Beautiful edgeguard from Dia. Man, I can't even take a breath because again and again these players just keep surprising me.
Every single time you said that Paint has taken the lead, Dia immediately answers, and that's just the kind of player he is. He is not letting up, and this might be a very tough hurdle for Paint to clear. As he is in the lead, but it's such a minor one, and we've seen what can happen in game number 3. Let's see if game number 4 is a repeat, or if Paint will be able to take this one.
Right, because we've also seen from both of these players that the stocks they take can come in as quite a surprise. Suddenly a frisbee, suddenly you're taking kill moves, or maybe you find yourself in an edgeguard situation. Anything can happen. Dia is even pulling out the frying pans right now. There comes the can, he wants that hit, does not get it. Gets the second can though. Dia is well into kill percent, but of course Paint is also in the percent where you kinda start to worry, you know?
You kind of start to worry indeed, but the frisbee or something like that might set up the kill for Paint here. Oh, the can! It's not quite gonna do it. It doesn't kill just yet. Dia back on the ledge. Can Paint set up the electric frisbee to the can? Does the can kill it? No! The air dodge will save Dia. Oh, I can't look, guys. I can't.
Oh, back air trade. Paint almost biting the dust, and now he's
No
way! He has these for the set. That is just awful. Oh, that's not how you wanted to see it end.
What a heartbreaker.